7:14 this Wednesday morning following two deadly floods in Ellicott City. 5 plans were announced with price tags exceeding $140 million. A choice was made. Plus, Howard County is reminding its teenagers there is help, and it's okay to ask. Here now to explain, Howard County Executive Calvin Ball. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
You've been involved with Howard County politics for a long time now, so you understood the 2016 and 2018 historic flooding, something that was not supposed to happen for 1,000 years, happened 2 years, deadly flooding there. So there's been a lot of talk. Basically your whole job has been focused, constantly getting hit with questions on this. 5 plans come out. You finally made your choice. Tell us about the plan that you went with.
So our Safe and Sound plan is one that not only makes priority of making Ellicott City safer, but also respects the historic and cultural significance of Ellicott City. You know, the previous plan would leave in a 100-year storm about 4.5 feet of floodwater. This plan will leave less than a foot. The previous plan was looking at taking down 10 buildings. This one, only 4.
And I know a lot of people were going, well, the previous plan would be quicker, the timing of it, and you said, no, I don't want to put another Band-Aid on this. I mean, that was what you were known for saying there. We need to actually get this and take care of this so that it doesn't happen again. 4 buildings we all knew were still coming down, but this one involves a tunnel, and then when you get the price tag, you hear 113.5 to 140. I automatically go to, okay, well, it's going to be above 140. So what happens when the contractors come back and say, you know what, unforeseen circumstances when we were designing the tunnel, and the price tag is going to be way higher than that?
So Ellicott City is almost 250 years old, and I wanted a plan that didn't just look at the next 5 years, but looked at the next 250 years. And so this plan will actually address the issue. We're going to be negotiating with folks. We're going to be working with our federal and state partners. Since I took office, we've already secured, working with our state and federal partners, $8 million toward this, and I'm looking forward to even more help and support.
So are you going to hold the contractors responsible then if they say, you know what, it's actually going to take us a lot longer and we're getting almost doubling the price, which sometimes happens with these projects?
Yes, we'll definitely hold them accountable. We'll make sure we respect the taxpayer dollar, and we'll save Ellicott City.
And speaking of saving Ellicott City, you've got a campaign that you launched just last month. Maybe a lot of people missed some of that. You've been talking about teenager suicide rate, which is high, and especially this time of year, when school goes out, it seems like there's a spike over the summer months.
In Howard County, we're facing a public health crisis where between 15 and 19-year-olds, the #1 cause of death is suicide. And in Maryland, 1 in 5 middle schoolers have thought about suicide, and 1 of 7 high schoolers have actually made a plan. So we've launched our It's Okay to Ask campaign. That means if you're contemplating suicide or you're feeling down, it's okay to ask for help. And if you're an adult and you see somebody struggling, it's okay to ask, are you okay?
And making sure that those teenagers know that, you know, you're not alone in this, because there's a lot of other teenagers that have had these questions, but where do you go for the resource to find the right answer?
Exactly. And that's why everyone can ask for help and make sure we save lives.
All right. Well, we appreciate Howard County Executive Calvin Ball. Thank you very much for your voice segment. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. Always good to be here.